ready? Started with just a moment. Test. Test. Echo. Alright, let's try that. How we doing? Cool. Sounds a lot better now. And we'll start in just a moment. Let's see if you can ever join me for a live before. I basically live stream my sleep apnea treatment, and here on TikTok Live I basically go over the footage and see how well I slept last night. If anyone's just joining me from the time lapse I just posted, it's I think I got 8 hours of sleep last night. Considering I got to bed at around midnight, not the worst. Ideally I would, well, tonight should be better. Well, I'm in a hotel tonight, so that's a whole different thing, sleeping in a hotel. Here's the time lapse. Let's put it on loop. Let's show you what last night looked like. Oh, last night sleeping at home for a while. And so, according to the sleep tracker, let's go back to that information. I fell asleep 1:07 a.m. So I'll go back to the put up the clock back there. I can see it. So I got into bed at like 12:50. Okay, it took me like 15-20 minutes to fall asleep. Not too bad, and once I got to sleep, I went right into deep sleep right here for 15 minutes, so let's go ahead and see what that looks like. All the way from the top. Yeah, if anyone just joined me for the first time, you're gonna see the sleep apnea treatment. Basically what I'm putting on right now is, well, skip the cleaning part. Alright, so right now, yeah, I'm putting on the sleep apnea mask. So that's pretty much the core of the treatment. I'm running like a mask fit mode, so I can just make sure everything yeah. Am I reading that time correctly? 12:37? but on the iPad where I usually have the bigger time is right now. So eventually I'm gonna remember to turn it back on. Alright, so 12:51. Alright, so 12:51. Ghost, is it hard to breathe when I'm awake? No. So sleep apnea is primarily a sleep disorder. So basically, I wouldn't have any issues breathing during the day. But at night, my airway tends to close up, so that's why that explains the sleep apnea mask. Alright, so at this point in the recording, I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure I'm actually, I might have fallen asleep before the sleep tracker detected. So sleep tracker said I fell asleep 107. Yeah, I don't think I'm awake right now. It's hard to tell, but yeah, I would say just based on how little I'm moving, I'm probably asleep already. Hey, so Ghost, what does the machine help you do? Yeah, it helps me breathe at night. So it pumps pressurized air into my airway, and basically, so people who have the condition of sleep apnea, their airway tends to close up at night. So when that happens, the person will either snore or occasionally stop breathing. So yeah, it does help me breathe because it prevents me from stopping breathing, if you want to think of it that way. Alright, next up, sleep stage wise, we have deep sleep. For about 53 minutes. Yeah, Ghost, not being able to breathe at night is pretty scary. Unfortunately for me, I never actually had like any of the warning signs until, I mean, all I knew was I snored, but I didn't have any like the classic warning signs of like, like waking up gasping for air. That's typically something that a lot of people who get diagnosed with sleep apnea, they'll experience that. But like, unfortunately for me, I didn't. So basically, I had nothing to go on. Basically, I had to wait for. I had to have my friends convince me that I had sleep apnea. No, not everyone with sleep apnea. I'm sorry, not everyone who snores has sleep apnea. But everyone with most people with sleep apnea do snore because that's one of the snoring is one of the main symptoms of sleep apnea. Sorry, I'm still working on getting all the live setup. So Ghost, how many hours of sleep I usually get? Here, I'll show you on my sleep tracker. Average. Actually, I didn't get the screenshot of that. Let me screenshot that real quick and send that over. Yeah, the sleep tracker says I usually get on average the last 7 days 7 hours 45 minutes. So ideally I aim for like 8 to 8.5 hours. Which is a lot of times easier said than done. I mean, hey Connor, how's it going? Alright, so let me go back to sleep review real quick now. So you see this. Okay. So the next thing you see is deep sleep. So I'm gonna go on the. Hey, so Connor, sleep apnea is a sleep disorder which causes a person's airway to close up at night. So when an airway closes up partially, it causes snoring. So that's the most common symptom of sleep apnea. The most dangerous symptom of sleep apnea is the apnea part, where basically the person with sleep apnea will stop breathing. Yeah, and more often that stoppage of breathing happens, that's how more severe sleep apnea is. To give you an idea, I was diagnosed with severe sleep apnea, and I would stop breathing 70 times per hour. Yeah, that's like more than once a minute. It's pretty wild. All right, so I brought the replay back to my deep sleep. I think the only thing you might notice about deep sleep is that I probably don't move much at all. So it says I enter deep sleep now, and I'm not going to exit deep sleep until 2:18. Basically, yeah, you can see the clock is still running, so time's still going by. It's just that when you're in deep sleep, you tend not to move much at all. Yeah, the body gets pretty relaxed during deep sleep, so I basically hold this position for like 53 minutes. So around 2:18 is when I exit deep sleep. Let's fast forward the next 18 minutes. Alright, so right around here is probably when I'm gonna start like tossing and turning again. Because, yep, see? Just like I called it. So, whenever you're in deep sleep, you tend not to move, but whenever you're in light sleep, you can toss and turn a lot. The next sleep phase I'm gonna look out for. Hey, IDK. Oh, you took oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. You recorded yourself with the GoPro and it's scary to watch. Yeah, it's pretty scary the first time. Well, I mean, obviously you obviously don't know what to expect like when you watch yourself sleeping. Oh, so Connor, so I'm going off the sleep tracking data, so I'm gonna change that right here. So this is the sleep tracking data. So right here, I'm in what's called REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement sleep. Rapid eye movement sleep is commonly associated with dreaming. So this is similar to deep sleep, but the mind tends to be a little bit more active. And I'm wearing an eye mask to be able to sleep with the lights on, but if we were ever to see my eyes, you should be able to see like the eyes like twitching back and forth. So IDK, you heard yourself sleeping, and it sounds like you got the symptoms of sleep apnea. Yes, ma'am. Do I take any sleep meds? Yeah, actually. I take some my doctor prescribed me, but I'm not going to go into exactly which ones on the stream. Probably not the best idea to talk about substances in general on TikTok Live. Might give me like a community guidelines strike or something. Alright, so we're going to be out of REM sleep in a little bit. Yeah, so IDK, about your being able to see your symptoms, you're glad you're able to go get get an appointment and help see a doctor about that, because obviously, you know, obviously if you don't have anything to work off of, you would never know. You would have never known to have seen the doctor about it. And that was basically how it was for the first 30 years of my life. Yes, ma'am. I've never tried a mouth guard. I don't know what my opinion on mouth guards would be. I mean, basically, I definitely see results with the sleep apnea mask. Yeah, DK. I mean, I remember I used to use like the sleep tracking app that would also supposedly record like whenever you snored. But I didn't even know what to do with that information. Like I would hear myself snoring, but so coming up on 4th. Just not a deep. I'm sorry, just regular light sleep for now. At 5:07, I'm gonna be at another REM cycle. Let me see if I can actually. Let me see if my eye mask comes off at all. Maybe you can see it. Otherwise, yep. Oh, actually, perfect. So I'm gonna zoom in. Actually, I can't see the. Yeah, this is not my normal setup, so I'm basically I'm traveling right now, so I'm in a hotel. So my camera's not as good, as well as I don't have all the presets for TikTok Live. Okay, so in 5 minutes, I'm going to enter what's called rapid eye movement sleep. And it's possible I might show some rapid eye movement even before then. Fast forward. So we take a look at my eyelids, basically. Yeah, you see they kind of like scrunched up there. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was gonna see like the eyeballs moving left to right underneath the eyelids. Yeah, that's rapid eye movement. So. And this goes all the way for another like 20 minutes. So, and this is actually the first time you. Whoa, that was really pretty wild. Okay. All right. Back out. Alright, so that's rapid eye movement. If you're ever curious what that is, that's basically the sleep stage associated with dreaming. Can't say I remember what I dreamed about last night, if anything. I enter another REM stage, but the thing about this one is I actually wake up, so I'm actually curious what, if anything, woke me up. So I'm gonna fast forward to 7:05. Alright, so we're not gonna see any like eyeball movement because the eye mask is down, but I'm curious what woke me up. I mean, basically, well, I got into bed like at 1 a.m. and woke up at 7. I mean, that's like about the regular time that I wake up during the week. Sorry for the noise. few minutes, I'm gonna either stir awake. Now, sometimes I will just, even if I wake up, I might just lay there and try to like, fall back to sleep. Doesn't seem like. There's some sound coming up, but yeah, this looks like just me like shifting around in the mask. I don't think it's anything like. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go around here. So basically, I probably like in and out of sleep right now. Maybe I probably woke up 7:19. I said I was awake now. I don't know. At some point, I probably just get out of bed. Yeah, I see the cut coming up, so I do wake up, pause the live stream, and then come back to bed. Yeah, so okay, so there was blinking message, but basically 7:34. I decided to get out of bed. 7:45 to get back into bed, and 8:03 I should be asleep again. Like 10 minutes. And after that, basically, I'm gonna end up waking up at like 9:30. So long, I got 8 hours of sleep, but been messing up my bedtime lately. Just been, normally I try to get to bed at 10, but I had something to do last night, so I got into bed 12:30. Let me see what woke me up. I think my alarm clock woke me up. Probably was the Nintendo alarm as well, so. Hey, Taco Johnson. What kind of CPAP machine you use? I mentioned a BiPAP machine, and it's the Air Curve. This one right here. It's the Air Curve 11 by ResMed. Alright, so here I am about to wake up. Now, I don't know how much of my alarm clock woke me up. I had the alarm will go off at like 9:39. So yeah, so I don't think I let it go off that. Trying to hear. Might be like some Mario Kart sounds. There it is, yeah. Alright, I didn't let that go for too long. Basically, I heard it starting. Alright, so that was me sleeping this weekend. Unfortunately, I got to. Jeez. Made weird noises. Alright. So, unfortunately, I also went to sleep late, so. Yeah, basically went to bed at 1 a.m. not my finest hour. And then got to bed. How long did I get out of bed for? So I woke up 7:30, spent like 15 minutes out of bed, and got to sleep. Around got back to sleep around 8. All right, so that was 8 hours. Hey, yeah. So Taku, you've been on the air since 11 for months. Nice. Yeah, you started at over 60 events. Yeah, I was at 70, and now you're under 10. That's great. Yeah. Actually, did I pull my mind stuff? Yeah, 70. I mean, I've heard higher too. Like people in my chat have told me like triple digit numbers. All right, so here's my Myers score from last night. 99. I had pretty a good usage, good seal, 1.7 events. The only thing that docked me a point for was taking the mask off 3 times, and that just meant I just was up in and out of bed. So that was the only thing I lost credit for. All right, so what am I gonna do differently tonight? Well, I'm in a hotel, so I have no idea how sleeping in this hotel is gonna feel like. I'm a nice king bed waiting for me. Now I basically brought my whole like streaming setup, so I am probably gonna like live stream. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, I live stream my sleep apnea treatment to my channel, and that's linked to the channels in my bio. But basically, in the morning, I'll put the footage together and just time lapse, which is what I post onto TikTok live and TikTok rather. And then right after I post the time lapse, I'll go on TikTok live and review the footage and yeah. So probably not going to. I'm probably gonna end the live right about now because I've been live for half an hour. I have barely unpacked, and I have to go. I have to head out soon. So yeah, see you later, Taco Johnson. Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna probably hopefully get my CPAP machine set up, get my stream computer set up. If I depending how late I get back to the hotel room. I don't know, but yeah, I still want another. I would actually like to get some like while like the choice was to drive home in the middle of the night like I did last night and get to sleep at 1, or to get a hotel room, and I think basically it made more sense to get a hotel room. So yeah, basically I have the same plans I did last night, but now I get to just stay locally, so I don't have to drive back and forth. Battery. Do I not qualify for the Inspire? I haven't asked. I'm not really considering surgery at the moment, but the Inspire, yeah, just what I've heard about it and what I've seen, it definitely looks pretty compelling for anyone who's not able to tolerate sleep apnea treatment. But for me, I'm tolerating it pretty well, so I figure that it's not for me yet. But thank you for the question. Yeah, cool. So if anyone wants to see the next time I go live, probably tomorrow morning. Probably in this hotel room again. I may try to find a better place. This is the only place. This is the only desk in this hotel room, and it's in a really awful spot. Maybe I'll try to use like there's like a dining table. Might have some better lighting. Maybe I should be able to use the sun for lighting. But cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live right now, and yeah. Like I said, I've been sleep apnea vlogger, basically live streaming my sleep apnea treatment. Tonight I'm gonna be live streaming most likely from the hotel, so you get to see me on the road with the sleep apnea treatment. And cool. All right, I will see you all later. Peace out.